Oh, so now you've gone through the stages we've been exploring: the awakening journey, shadow work, spiritual awareness, and unlearning. See, there's an essential realization you must arrive at. Awareness alone is not embodiment. Knowing your patterns, understanding spiritual tools, or having deep esoteric knowledge, that is not enough. Spiritual wisdom must live through you. It must inform how you move, decide, love, and create in your daily life. We've spoken about how what you think is your poison is also your cure, how every experience is instruction if you pay attention, and how simply knowing that you're chosen or awakened isn't enough if it is only aesthetic. Now, it is time to integrate. See, your spiritual life and your physical life are not separate. They are two sides of the same coin, head and tail, one body. Once you've done your shadow work, once you've done your unlearning, once you've done your initiation into spiritual knowledge, the next step is bringing it into mundane reality. How you run your business, how you manage your money, how you navigate love, how you build your career and show up in your relationships. All of it must reflect your spiritual and esoteric or holistic understanding. Yet a lot of people still segment it: altar air, boardroom there, sage bond in the morning, spiritual gifts abandoned by none. You read the stars but refuse to take your place among them. How tragic. See, you may feel progress, but your embodiment is incomplete because true work lies in integration, weaving your spiritual and esoteric wisdom into every choice, action, and relationships in your daily life. Because spirituality is mundane. It is not just visions, it's not just abstract knowledge, it's not just ceremonies or dream portals. The real work is in your mundane life, in the daily, in the discipline, in the unglamorous way you show up step by step, embodying your mission in real time. That is why this space exists: for integration, for embodiment, for alchemy, to transform what you already know into systems, strategies, into lived experiences and soul aligned structures. This is what we're doing here and what we've been doing in my publication, The Monarch Atrium, on Substack. There, we explore shadow work, esoteric wisdom, occult practices, and spiritual strategy through the lens of real life. We don't just name wounds or sit in abstract theory. We make it practical, actionable, and transformative. Because the ultimate test of sovereignty and spiritual embodiment is practicality. How does your spiritual wisdom show up outside the altar, outside your meditation, or outside your spiritual retreat? How do you carry it in business, in love, in boundaries, or in creation? That is where true spiritual mastery is proven. You see, this space is about holistic strategy. It is about aligning the spiritual, the esoteric, and the mundane, not rigidly, not mechanically, but with flow, with discernment and power. It is about living as a complete integrated being, no longer fragmented by outdated programming, societal expectation, or the illusion of separation. So ask yourself, how am I grounding my spiritual knowledge? How am I embodying my divine code? How am I translating sacred knowing into tangible, impactful action? Because this isn't just learning. Because this isn't just learning. It isn't just initiation. It is not about feeling woke. This is mission. It is sovereignty. It is building temples from spreadsheets. It is casting spells through strategy and amplifying your code through your work. So I invite you to stick around, because all we'll be doing here henceforth is to break down how to translate everything you already know, spiritual, esoteric, occult, whatever, into strategic flowing action in your daily life. That is holistic strategy. And that is how sovereignty manifests and becomes lived, embodied experience. Ciao.